Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bloodier Moon Estate. It's early morning Bear here with you today, trying to sneak in an episode before the stream start time. So let's get cracking so we can get as much done as possible today. And we're already off to a good start, having, of course, last time committed so many folks to pretty good treatments and disease removals here. So making good use of our advantages already. Got a boss available on the board today in the form of the Swine King, if that's something that interests me, which it very well might. Quite a few veteran dungeons on the board today. We've got a Berserk Mask available along with 12 deeds on a long veteran wield. Ooh. Ooh boy. You don't say. That is still kind of tempting. Of course, we have finished off our blacksmith upgrades now, so that's all feeling pretty good. I do think portraits remain pretty important, so maybe if we can find somewhere that might provide us with some of those, but yikes, yeah, no thank you on that one. Definitely not ready for that kind of adventure just yet. We're going to have to get some folks up to at least, you know, level 5 weapons and armor with a full set at the bare minimum, which I think actually, you know, literally might be required for that anyway. Although, no, I think they let you send in the lower rank folks, don't they? But, of course, ill-advised. Let's see here. We got to complete the long room battles, and then, yeah, it's going to be a lot of deeds today, but of course we can always trade those off for portraits later. Do get portraits from the Swine King. We do get portraits from the Swine King, and we could bring Bradley along for this one too, actually. You know what? Yeah, we might have the team for this today. Let's get a mark party going on with this, how about? Because I know we've got a bounty hunter, even though they're a little bit lower in rank. Yeah, I don't know, actually. Yeah, Larry's probably not really ready for that just yet. But Highwayman could certainly work out in that kind of situation, right? Yeah, we get the bonus mark damage on the pistol shot, so that's pretty cool. And then, I don't really have a proper healer here, but if we have enough defense, we might be alright. It would mostly be the Highwayman we would be concerned about at this stage, since the Man-at-Arms and Houndmaster are pretty capable of taking care of themselves. I think this team could work out pretty good. Already got up to rank 4 in all their armor and defense, so that's looking pretty nice. Yeah, not a lot of upgrades necessary here either. These folks are looking pretty damn good at this stage, which is refreshing to see. I don't think I even necessarily need to upgrade that skill, but I'll go ahead and do it regardless. I'll get the additional stress healing off the Inspiring Cry here as well, in case we are able to sneak one or two of those in the mix. Although with the Cudgel Weight still among the best options for the Houndmaster, I think it's unlikely that we end up going that route at all. But overall, yeah, that's looking really good for this particular circumstance. I think I like weapons practice unlocked for you as well, buddy. Let's get Therapy Dog, and yeah, gotta make sure you've got your ambush prevention available as well. And then probably, yeah, clean guns, a little restring crossbow. We got some really solid camping buffs for this as well. It's, man, it took a little while longer than maybe I'm used to, but this is definitely starting to feel more like the kind of campaign that we've been able to run in the past, where we've got all the camping skills all sorted out. We got a pretty solid selection of trinkets at this point, which feels pretty nice. All the heads, of course. We haven't gotten any of the other boxes yet, and if I am actually going to be pursuing the Crimson Court completely, of course, we've got a lot left to be finding in that. Speaking of which, a pretty damn good trinket for the Highwayman here. I did mention, though, I am a little bit more interested in trying to play defensive on him, so we'll just go that route for that guy. A little more damage up front. I think I love the focus ring on our Arbalist here. Let's go ahead and give you Dismas's head as well. Let's let her hit pretty hard. Although, well, now that come to think of it, she's going to be mostly doing Rallying Flare during the fight itself, so maybe we could give her a little bit more defense too and just make sure that the things she does are going to work. And I kind of like the scouting chance, weirdly, for my Man-at-Arms up front. I was giving some consideration to other options here. But I think I'm just going to give him the Life Crystal, get him nice and tanky, and that ought to work out pretty good. So we got the Defender up this time. Probably going to swap to something like the Grape Shot Blast here on the Highwayman this time around. Open vein still works out pretty well. Duelist advance probably not really even necessary. In fact, I think I'd rather a point blank shot to allow him to move out of that front rank if he ends up there somehow. Man, yeah, that is... We are in pretty terrific shape here. Obviously, there's a lot of negative quirks that I'd rather not deal with, but I'm not even really sweating those all that much, at least not until I see a negative interaction occur as a direct result of them that I could have prevented and curse past me for their disregard. But, you know, par for the course at this point, right? I think it's Swine King time, man. Starting off with a boss fight again. Let's do it.
My first attempts at summoning were crude, and the results disappointing. I soon found, however, that the type and condition of the host's meat was a critical factor. The best results came from pigs, whose flesh is most like that of man.
I'm glad he didn't get deterred from his initial failures.
A nameless abomination. A testament to my failures. It must be destroyed.
I mean, like, disregarding that statement, obviously, which kind of seems like it might have hung him up a little more than he let on, but... You know, it's tough doing anything new, let alone, like, performing a ritual sacrifice. Or summoning, I guess, in this case. I mean, you would think it would go without saying that you would want the flesh that is most like that of man, which... I suppose if we're being evolutionary about it, you'd probably want to go find a monkey or two, right? I don't know how accessible those really are in this area, but... If you're gonna do the job, you better do it right. Let's see. I mean, imposter syndromes are always pretty bad. I feel like I could stand to try to get rid of that here. Or that. Either way. Come to think of it, I have this sinking feeling in my gut that imposter syndrome may be that exact quirk that I should have considered removing before bringing them out to a boss fight like this, but... Here we are. I managed to find a pretty simple route to get there at the very least, so that feels nice. On top of being pretty well prepared across the board. Yet another scout here, courtesy of our survival guide, I suppose. I should have that to thank here. Take a chance on the untrapped route.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I mean, so far so good. I could always consider just bouncing back and trying to get some extra treasure if I really felt like it, but if I can go through this whole thing without any fights, I am more than happy to do so. Dodge trap as well? Yeah, there we go. Alright. As far as I can tell, that's absolutely going to be where our boss fight is, so... We'll go ahead and double back, camp out, get rid of a little bit of stress here, although we probably just want to go ahead and take all the buffs we can, honestly. Seems like about that time.
Huddled together. Furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
So I think I like tactics more than weapons practice for him. I think the defensive upgrades are going to be a little bit more helpful at the moment, but we don't have too many of those. I think clean guns makes a lot of sense, given he's going to be one that's a little bit more focused on dealing the damage here. And then maybe just go ahead and go with weapons practice too, actually. Yeah, that seems fine to me. And it looks like everybody got the crit chance buff but the man-at-arms. That is pretty much ideal.
And now, the darkness holds.
Oh, yikes. Wow.
Black as death.
Yeah, okay. I mean, to be fair, I did take the chance here. I didn't really state it aloud, but I without a doubt, took a pretty big risk in not preventing the ambush this time, and that's probably getting punished in a big way right now. I think I go ahead and just use the bandit or the dog treats on these guys, because this is about as bad as it gets as far as ambushes go, especially with our general lack of stress healing. We're gonna want to be taking out this ghoul ASAP. And yeah, as soon as we see a crit from the Corpse Eater, we're going to be a little bit more concerned, but certainly hoping to avoid that for the time being. Alright, if we can get one big shot,
the ground quakes.
That'll basically do it. Double howl, unfortunately. A full dodge is phenomenal work, though. Great job, team. Yeah, Arbalist pretty limited this time. Let's just make sure you go down, fella.
The turning point.
Alright. Oh, very fortunate so far in the dodges. Okay, we gotta try for this stun again, especially because it moves the man-at-arms to the front. Very nice. Ah, we're not going to be able to stress heal at all. That is real unfortunate.
Precision and power.
I mean, don't speak too soon there, buddy, I guess, but... Ooh, Bradley. Looking to take care of themselves a little bit. Okay.
Monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Well, there's a vote of confidence, man. Sheesh. Smooth sailing through that fight. Arbalists not really any worse for wear than they were before, and we maintain those buffs, so... Here we go, Swine King time. I forgot the rallying flare. Uh-oh.
It is a travesty.
Oh, boy.
A blundering mountain of hatred and rage.
Alright, well... It is still a pretty damn good team overall. Let's pray that we can still maintain our composure here. Obviously, a stun on the Swine King is going to go pretty hard. I also forgot the cudgel weight. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, this is just an old-school Swine King fight at this point. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. That's something we can handle. Obviously want to get my dog treat applied to the Houndmaster here. That is a really unfortunate stun for us. Oh boy, yeah, this is gonna be tough. We've got a very tanky Houndmaster at least. Let's go ahead and pop that dog treat now. Get you a big shot there, fella. There we go. Get the bleed to boot. Excellent. Don't necessarily need to be healing just yet, although we certainly want to be cognizant of the stacking buff there.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
All right, hey, he's off death's door. Although the stun there, yeah, wow, the squeals making an impact so far. Unfortunate shots from Gopher so far too. That is an ideal target again. We like that at least. I don't think it's worth it to go for the stun here. I think the damage from the Houndmaster is far too great to give up. He's kind of proven that so far. I like going for Defender again, especially because it actually stacks that protection buff one more time. So he's up to 30 now. Oh, really? Okay. I mean, that's good. Maybe he's deterred by the defensive buffs there. Oh boy, yet another Man-at-Arms stun. Okay. Well, Houndmaster's just going nuts, so that's... At least that's feeling pretty good. Obviously, the Houndmaster being on death's door here is certainly not ideal. Oh, I did not mean to auto-click that. That was... Wow, that... I mean, that was what I was going to do anyway, but this is bad news, obviously. Oh. Another big crit from the Swine King.
But it can be postponed.
Certainly making this interesting here. Unlucky with the dodges from the Highwayman here, too, with the 55. And yet again, the front two targeted, at least not brought to death's door from the mark this time. And okay. Another very odd choice. I suppose this is maybe worth it again. That certainly seems like it's likely to work. Okay. We'll hit the Defender again. Huh. Alright. Damage race. Let's do it. Boy. Wilbur's squealing successfully today. I think the open vein makes more sense this time. Still got the stun here. That's delightful. Okay. See, here's the issue now. I'm getting a little worried that the Wilbur fight is going to prove problematic if I don't at least bring the Houndmaster up to, like, a reasonable level of HP. This we can go ahead and go for.
How many rats will it take to gnaw through a ton of putrid flesh?
Because it's almost certainly at least 2 squeals that are going to be required to bring him to death's door, so... Especially if he doesn't get stunned. Should be fine. Here's me... Pardon me, Jesus. Holy cow. That's early morning bear for you, I guess. Here's me legitimately concerned about the Wilbur element of this fight, by the way. Which I'm pleased with myself for being worried about. Normally I'd probably disregard it. But I think we're good.
Confidence
Oh, yeah.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, yeah, we're good. Well done, team.
Success so clearly in view.
Let's not push it.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Perfectly satisfied with that result. A perfectly cromulent dungeon. Quick 4 portraits, and out the door we go. And our second level 5 here in Bradley. And our third level 5 here in Steven. Although a little bit more disease along with it.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Alright, Dirtle, let's finally get rid of that tetanus on you, shall we? You've been dealing with that for a minute. And the spasm of the entrails almost certainly... well, that's... Among the things I think should be top priority would probably be someone who's just shitting all over the estate. That's... Let's get them taken care of. Yeah, let's make sure we treat them right. Okay. Where are we headed? Let me get some more portraits, man. We just need to finish off that guild as quickly as we possibly can. But, yeah, the long champion dungeon's really not all that appealing. But, hey, there we go, finally. I've been looking for the bright tambourine. Okay, so we know where we're going this time. Let's see if we can put together another strong Cove team here. And I think the presence of the Plague Doctor and the Grave Robber will be required once more. Shieldbreaker's still not quite in Cove territory. Especially given if we brought her out, I think we'd be dealing with a veteran Cove ambush, which is not really something I'm interested in. I think I like going with the double Grave Robber again, actually. Yeah, this team has been really solid for these Cove battles. Although I'm not in love with the Abomination as the fourth for this one. I feel like they're probably going to be forced into that front rank a little more often than I like. Ah, what if we just did the full Blight squad? That would be wild. Although that would put Monoxide at rank 5 already, which is not ideal. It's probably fine. We'll make it work. We're lacking stress healing too, which makes me just as concerned, but I think we can make this one functional at least. Let's see here. Gonna make you a lot tankier up front, pal. And no Abomination specific stuff, just kidding. Ooh, a pretty damn good specific one for the Abomination, in fact. We can get the Lucky Talisman this time. Let's go ahead and throw that on the back rank one, though, I guess. And I'll do Focus Ring, too, sure. It seems good. Get you the damage bonus up front. We'll, maintain the Blight skill chance buff for our Plague Doctor. And I could have sworn I had another thing that was Blight and Stun chance for her. Maybe I lost it. Okay, well, at any rate, I think we're benefiting from this quite a bit anyway, so we'll just do that again. Oh, we also have the... Oh, I think I might have been thinking of this, actually. Which, you know what? Yeah, I think I'd rather have that instead. Makes him a little bit more effective. Okay. Quick check in the Blacksmith and Guild for these lot. Maybe even a quick stop over at the Survivalist. It's finally been a pretty constant string of dungeons where we haven't felt just poor, just scraping at the bottom of the coffers out here, which is a nice feeling. I know that's about to go away once we start hitting these champion dungeons. The upgrades are going to get a lot pricier. We do have a lot of these spare trinkets we could depart with when the time comes, though. Although we could certainly use a bit of a surplus there, too. I doubt we're going to need another Antiquarian run or anything like that. And, of course, Pursue the Baron could boost up our bank account a little bit, too. Not to mention we still have the blueprints to think about. There's all sorts of ways we can maybe consider improving that situation, but I think we're still not needing to worry about it just yet. Alright. Got the standard kit for these guys at this point. That's all looking pretty good. Let's go get some more portraits. Hopefully finish off this guild pretty soon here, too. Do not underprepare on the shovels, my friend. Get yourself some bandages as well. A few herbs, couple keys, torches. Send it. The Blight Brigade. Boldly bounding into oblivion.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Good term choice, Wayne. Alright. Not an ideal layout. Not exactly what I had in mind when it came to a veteran cleanse. More than likely gonna have to go pretty deep into this one, although if I remember right, the last cleanse we ended up trying is one that we spent a few minutes on at most, so maybe that luck remains here.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
It's certainly promising.
Now it must be carried home.
I like that start. Ooh, boy. Okay. Welcome to the Veteran Cove, folks. Hope you like armor. I am thinking transformations are going to be necessary pretty early in a lot of these fights. And despite the fact that he is not particularly effective against these enemies, I suppose just having a better meat shield up front may be worth going for a little extra stress early anyway. Although with basically no way of removing it, I am pretty concerned about that approach. Thankfully, bleed is something we can address. I think so long as he remains in the front rank,
Annihilated.
I probably ought to go ahead and keep him transformed as well.
The ground quakes.
But getting into rank 2, I think we go ahead and hit back down to the constant stun chains, and should be pretty effective that way too. Stun chains, by the way, double entendre, I'll take it. I'll take it where I can get it. As will Gustavo, who in fact actually is a little bit better off, I'd say, going with an absolution here. Not sure this stun is even really necessary. Yeah, we've already got him covered.
Their cursed champion falls.
Sweet. A little bonus food this early on, probably not a bad idea. Let's just go ahead and treat you to a snack there, friend. I don't think I need you. Probably don't need the anti-venom too much either, but
Mariner, another misfortune.
I did not realize I had 5 shovels, but I might actually need them here, I guess, so not the worst choice. Okay, let's not fuck around with the traps this time. I think we absolutely just give it to the person who is most likely to properly disarm them. Even though that is one of the very few ways that we could actually
Waiting to be spent.
deal with stress in this dungeon, I guess. In fact, yeah, I did give the Plague Doctor that bonus 10%. Still only brings her to 85, but that might be worth trying every now and then. Alright, sorry, pal.
Decimated.
I'm about to fuck around with you today. Let's see, not able to stun unless... Oh, I think the stealth... No, it's going to go away after the next move, okay. Yeah, they're going to be buffing up a lot. Probably fine, though. Oh, the Baer Optimal up front, damn. Let's see, let's just go ahead and finish you off that way, I guess, and then we'll just go for the stun from the Abomination on this guy. Oh, I guess the Beast Pile's pretty good there, too. I always forget about Beast Pile, man.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
I suppose it's just rare that I'm ever considering things that target ranks 2 and 3 at all. Like...
A singular strike.
How many skills actually do that? Is it just the one?
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I'm racking my brain. I can think of like Breakthrough and Grape Shot Blast, which I think target those 2 ranks, but not those 2 ranks exclusively. I'm sure someone will quickly correct me on that, but... Yeah, I guess that is my justification for not really considering it all that often.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Yeah, and stress actually being managed pretty easily here.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
So far, so good. Keep it up. Oh, no portraits out of that, but
are often low on supplies.
quite a few heirlooms, and that is a nice haul early on here. Way too early to consider dumping the torches, which is exactly why I'm doing it.
The light, the promise of safety.
Because frick you, me, telling me what to do. You're not in control, I am.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Who do you think knows best, you or me? Yeah, that's what I thought. Get yourself in shape, buddy. Go ahead and take a back seat. Let the real gamers drive the stagecoach. Okay. 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 Yeah. Oh, boy. Nasty start, too. Alright, we're gonna have to go for some buffs, go for some stuns. See if we can stun 3 of 4 here, at least. That would definitely assist us early. Oh, we need to get some dodges here, too. These guys could deal big damage real quick. Goddamn, and they already have. Yeah, there's a reason we go, oh boy, when the quadruple wide mouth approaches. I'm gonna need a big swing out of you.
Eradicated.
I'll certainly do it. That's not looking fantastic, so let me go ahead and set you up for success next round. I think we go for the plague grenade here. Hopefully we get a dodge. It didn't really expect it, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that stun chance actually looking pretty good. Oh, the Beast Pile's yet again a pretty good option, actually. Especially if we can land this first. I think might have the damage. 1 off. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, be kind. Ooh. Yeah, that's really bad news. Without a proper healer here either, I'm kind of now realizing, oh, that is a yikes and a half. Okay. Let's see. You need to be killed. Make sure you're not trying to take out my plague doc right away. Although that's just become a new problem here, hasn't it? Let's maybe go ahead and transform again so we... Oh, can we slam there? We can't. Son of a bitch. Didn't even think about it. Okay, well that was just a mistake, but that was good. Turn order at least. Okay. And is he just dead now? He sure is. Cool.
Unforgiving.
Now, this is still an issue, obviously. I suppose I could just go ahead and clear out some inventory space like this. Yeah, that works out well enough. Alright. Obviously pretty concerned for the plague doc now. We're probably going to be looking at a campfire a little earlier than I'd like, but we do kind of need the inventory space anyway, so maybe it'll work out after all. Oh, nice. Of course, the lack of torchlight does kind of incentivize me to camp a little earlier, too. Alright, let's see. That's still not really the play. I think... no, I think I should do this for the chance at the crit and also to be able to stun still. That's certainly an ideal choice from him. I like that a lot. Ooh, this is just gonna get the kill. Okay, and then... I mean, the Shadow Fade is nice and all, but... we're going to be wanting to pick to the face in the front rank for the most part anyway. I think I'm just going to stun this guy here. Oh, there we go. Finally getting the dodge to kick in. Nice. Okay, well.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, right? There you go. Let's see. Oh. You bastard. If only that were evenly distributed and not just cheating. Not just him deciding, you know what? Let's make this twice as effective. Because I can. Oh boy, yeah, this is definitely going to be campfire time in a second here. Especially with the way this looks after the fact. In fact, we might be in pretty good shape. In fact, I might dare hope that this is our final room battle for the dungeon here. Pretty unlikely, but maybe. Let's see. You are dead after the stun. Unlucky on the pick that time. I should have shadow faded that. I just realized. Okay, not punished at least. As badly as it could have been anyway. I think he's going to die to something. I think we'll just use the plague grenade there. And honestly, I probably could have stood to heal a couple of times in the plague dock too.
Masterfully executed.
That'd be a nice little stress chunk removed at least. Okay, yeah. Probably should have done a little bit more defensive work. Oh well. A little stress heal at the end, maybe.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yeah, it's definitely time to do this.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
I do not think I have an ambush prevention on this group, unfortunately. I do have anger management, which is a very effective stress heal at least, so that's nice. The scouting chance isn't really going to do much. I don't think we have any kind of disease to worry about here either, so let's not sweat that. Which means, I mean, I guess we're just doing some more stress healing, right? That kind of seems like the only thing that's going to benefit us at the moment. We could do some wound care, actually, if we've got that. I don't know if we really have that on anybody, though. Self-medicate to heal her up a little bit. That does give her an accuracy bonus as well, which isn't nothing. Yeah, I might want to go ahead and do that, too. Oh, right, yeah, leeches is a heal as well. I forgot about that. Nice. And you know what? Have some disease resist, too, sure. Sounds good.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Full stress heal for the abomination, pretty nice, too. And, of course, we do clearly still have at least one more room battle with 0 torches and 4 food. Scratch that, 12 food? Question mark? Oh,
If only
not that
treasure
though.
could
Okay.
staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I think I will dispose of my shovels. I don't like that. Need the key. Pray that we don't have a secret room that I'm not gonna be able to capitalize on here. One of the few times we'll pray for the absence of one of those. The absence of light is certainly going to be noticeable soon here as well. I don't think I need to make room for that stack just yet. We really should still prioritize the shovels while we haven't scouted out the remainder of the dungeon here. Let's not fuck around. I'm not about to get exploded here. Let's see. This will kill it, right? Yeah, definitely. And then we can go for the stun on the grouper with a wide mouth. There we go. That's pretty much ideal. We have to deal with one gargling gorb. I think I can manage. Indeed. Well done, Alex. How about a one-shot here? You know, a quick 60 damage out of Dr. J. They're used to it. Nothing crazy. Can I stun again? Why not? I might even try to get a couple more points of health here, actually. Yes, indeed. Oh, this is a little nicer, isn't it?
A faint hope blossoms.
I enjoyed that. All right. Ooh.
A trifling victory. But a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, I think just about any heirloom at this point, honestly, is worth it to me. I wonder if that stealth will hold into the next combat, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's cool. Not the next one, of course, but if it were to be in that previous room. Okay, cool. Let's not mess around with this, although you got 95. Might as well get down to 0. Torchlight's holding up okay. There goes the last of the food, so we're praying to get the scout here to not have an increased chance of seeing another trigger, and crap. Okay, so we'll go the shorter route, see another quadruple wide mouth, and immediately panic. Oh boy, okay. I have to be a little aggressive here. Let's see, you do have an okay chance at the crit for a one shot. How's the rake look? 6 to 11. I think we'd rather try to take one out. Maybe even just do this, although that is not a guarantee, and I think I'd rather take stealth on both of them at the moment. Although that does put Rumboyd in a pretty nasty spot, I just realized. Fraggin' indeed, my friend. Fraggin' indeed. Alright. Not too bad. We do got some pretty beefy lunges on the way here, at least. And Gustavo was able to take the punishment, so that works out. I think we have him finish this one. I think we're lunging to the front rank. He's going to be hitting the absolution. Oh, I see. We're not lungeable here, but
Well struck.
we can still do that. And then we can target the third guy now. Even better. Also get a blight there? Yeah. This is going pretty well. Big shot. There's Alexander, not to be outdone. This pair of grave robbers just working so damn well together, man. The dynamic duo. Alexander and Dr. J. But does sound like a hip-hop duo. I would listen to them on name alone. Hell yeah, Alex. I'm with it. Good stuff.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Second sapphire there, by the way. Pretty sweet find. Third sapphire, even better. All right. Yeah, the finances kind of fixing themselves here. Oh, we have a slot for something, too. Yeah, I got blood for some reason. Whoopsie. Oh, right. Yeah, we had the food there. Ugh. Okay. Ew. This is another good beast bile opportunity, at least. Let's just put a shitload of blight on him. Hopefully that works. And you just had to be a bastard right away, huh? Yeah, not going to be stunning a lot here, I don't think. Although, I guess, yeah, you might as well. You can get a big, chunky lunge out of that again. Chunky lunge is... I'm going to go ahead and try not to let that one stick in the vocab. Ooh, this is... Yeah, without any bandages, though, that might be bad news. Oh, no, we do have bandages. We have tons of bandages. Nice.
A powerful blow.
Dr. J with the 32 damage on the Yucca Crusher is crazy work. Getting another Beast Bile there. I don't think it's quite the damage we need, but getting close. That ought to do it. Excellent. He's probably going to go double again. Okay, that's not ideal. It's a 2-turn on him now, but I can probably... Ooh, yeah, not there. 1 to 3 with a blight for 3 is not it. I think we just kind of need to pick to the face here and hope for the crit, although the lunge is still better. It's not the damage. It is the damage. Nice.
The greater the glory.
Okay, good stuff. Abomination's still kind of low, but that'll do.
This expedition at least promises success.
All right. One more room battle, we know that much. And yeah, I was a little worried we'd have to go the distance on this one, and proving to be true. Don't have any shovels for that. Let's just not even worry about it. Oh no, we do have shovels actually. Nice. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Really could do without a hallway battle. God damn it! Okay, you're real cute with your goddamn vocal responses. Audio trigger mod clearly still functioning here. Yeah, I could do without some thirst here too, man. No, I didn't say that. You didn't hear anything. See? There you go. Thank you. Oh, shit. Dude, we got to get the Abomination back in position. I don't know about the stuns here. I guess the mosquitoes are pretty stunnable. Yeah, we can try that. These two, not so much. And, yep. Not a lot of options here, although that's not a good one either. But her blight chance is pretty good. Yeah, it seems nice. Okay. Oh, boy, that could be really bad news. Oh, god damn it.
Brink, facing the abyss.
Oh, boy. I really shouldn't have let him stay that low. I knew I was running a pretty big risk. I can't battlefield medicine from that position either. I can lunge to get her back to rank 3. That might save us, but he might go first. Can't Shadow Fade here if that's the case. Oh boy, the turn order again. Oh my god, and the big crit heal. Okay, that's huge at least. And you can Absolution back there. Just leaves him on 7 again, unfortunately. He might just get the predigestion one more time. Jesus. I mean, still no curse at the very least, but they're not being very kind here. And we're obviously going to be pretty low coming out of this. Might be a problem for the final room battle, in fact.
Precision and power.
Oh boy, yeah, this is not great. We need to try to land that again. Okay, it does have the damage, that's good. Maybe you can only target the front now? Might get a chance to heal up a little bit. Oh my god.
As life ebbs,
oh boy.
terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Sadly, not a ton I can do to discourage them from targeting her again as well. Oh, Jesus, can't do anything but absolution back there. This was far from ideal. Still no Crimson Curse at the very least. Okay, that'll do. Oh boy, not great.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Might need the key, probably don't need the shovels anymore. No food, and could very well see a hunger trigger here. Also a trap, Jesus.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Oh, that's absurd. I'm gonna be in the pitch black. Oh. Oh god, I have to try. I'm this far, I have to try.
In, haunting the hearts of men.
This could very well be terrible news. Okay, let's see. Need to try to kill him quick. Need to get numbers early. That's a 2-turn timer at least. Stress is thankfully not a huge concern, although that can very quickly change. That sucks. Oh my goodness.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Okay, we get turn order there again at least. Keep him off death's door. There we go. Oh my god. They know when they see the weak target, huh? Good crits out of Rumboy the last couple of heals at least. Okay. We do have one down. We can start shadow fading now so we can set up good shots on the Oracle. I think we go ahead and pick to the face up front first, though. That's probably fine. I think that's just damage for him. And crit chance, I guess. I think I want to go for the stun on you, which means I need to just start stacking Blight up front so we can deal damage to this thing somehow. That's big. He's going to pinch right there again. Yep, without a doubt. The crit this time. Good lord. Well, that's certainly why we like bringing the Plague Doc along, although that could get worse a lot quicker than I'd like. Let's just go ahead and eliminate you from the picture, pal.
And now
Yeah.
Hold fast or expire.
I mean, I can allow myself to apply more blight this way by having him take care of his own issues there. I would not be surprised to see yet another arterial pinch. Oh, that's a big play too, though, although that does set up a lunge there, thankfully. Hey, nice pick, Dr. J. Okay. That's a big help. That might have done it, in fact. Big plays from Dr. J's. Good stuff. Got us out of there, man. Okay. Not the cleanest performance.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Not the best we've done, but it's still a W.
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish, if indeed there is such a thing.
I mean, looking at the results here, actually, you know what? Wow, yeah. What was I talking about? This is phenomenal. We got the Bright Tambourine, a few portraits. We got a bunch of heirlooms that we can trade for more portraits. I might actually be able to finish off the guild at this point, not to mention a haul with the gold that time, too. Go team. Yeah, a lot to like about that. Great result. Good stuff.
Can you feel it?
Oh, Jesus.
The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
Shrieker arrives. Yet again confirming that the voice activation mod is functioning correctly. It scours the land, picking up the trinkets left by dead heroes and hoarding them in its rotting nest. Well, just to quickly look and see if anything of value was lost. I honestly can't tell a difference. Did it really? Are you sure? Everything looks to be here as far as I can tell. Everything I care about anyway. Well, that's alright. I mean, I'll probably go for that eventually. It's just certainly not seeming like a big priority right now. Okay. Anywho. Let's get some folks committed real fast. You guys deserve a little treat in here. You can all hang out together. Yeah, that's fun. You do seem like a squad that's going to be rolling out a lot in that same form. Alright. Great progress here today. Thanks for watching another episode of the Bloodier Moon campaign. We'll get a longer episode next time. Just a little pressed for time this morning, but hope you're enjoying still. Please leave a like on the video as well. It's still helping quite a bit, especially in these later episodes in the series. Very much appreciate the thumbs ups. Thumbs up on the video. Thank you for the support. I'll see you next time.